Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the DJI Air 3. So my newest drone. I did get the Fly More combo, and really I want to give you my things I've been enjoying about it up until this point. I haven't got much footage with it. I've been flying around a bunch. I actually did crash it at one point and had to do a DJI Care refresh, which that kind of delayed some of the adventures and some of the things I want to use the drone for. And now the weather is kind of changing a little bit. It is where it is. But I want to kind of just put my thoughts out there as to my enjoyment of this drone, reasons I got it over my original DJI Mini 3 Pro, which I ended up selling to get the Air 3, and the Mini 4 Pro that recently came out. I'm so used to saying Mini 3 Pro, but the Mini 4 Pro. So a lot of times online I've been, I watch a lot of content about this stuff because it interests me. So whether it be the new drones that are coming out, the comparisons, all these different videos out there, and a lot of the times I've been finding a lot of people are saying it's one over the other, and for me I just think it's different use cases. And the reason why I went with the Air 3 instead of the Mini 4 Pro, a good chunk of reasons actually, which I'm going to cover, and obviously all stems from my usage of the Mini 3 Pro. Really the improvements I wanted over that, and the Mini 4 Pro just didn't have all of them that I wanted, though it is a great drone. And it was about the time that the Mini 4 Pro was getting released that I bought the Air 3. So I kind of really had the choice there. I could stay with my Mini 3 Pro, upgrade to the Mini 4 Pro, or get the Air 3. As soon as the Air 3 was released, I was thinking, okay, this thing is really checking all the boxes. The price range is great. The 2 camera setup and the bigger, bulkier, stronger drone. And really that's everything right there. That's the main reasons why I wanted to get that drone. And the Mini 4 just didn't deliver on some of them things. Of course, the 360 obstacle avoidance on both of them, the new transmission system on both of them, that checks some cool boxes right there. But this is my Mini, I keep saying Mini, my Air 3, and I'm so happy to have it. Again, this is actually number 2 because I did end up, I was flying at my brother-in-law's. While I was flying, he said, hey, can you check something on my roof, by the way, on these solar panels? Sure. It was kind of low light. I got the warning that the obstacle avoidance was off because of low light. And as I was looking at the solar panels right at the end, as we were done, he said, oh, can you do one more pass? I did, and I ended up just clipping the tree. I didn't think the tree was that close to his house, but it really was. Clipped it, and the original drone fell 4 stories, or 3 stories. I do have a little short on it, but here's a little clip right here of it. So not a happy, good day, but DJI Care refresh. This is not sponsored, but $99 to replace it, and got this. And I got this in about 4 or 5 business days. So brand spanking new, not a refurbished or whatever. It is a brand new drone. And I also got the new battery because the original had like some scuffs on here. I just didn't want to risk the impact damaging or having an effect on that original battery, so I ended up getting a new battery too at no extra cost. Such a good service and so quick and so easy. The things I wanted for this really was the weight of it. Some occasions with my Mini 3 Pro, I was up in high wind environments, so up on the side of mountains and stuff, and it was getting blown around like no one's business. At that point I had the Avata and I had the Mini 3 Pro. Put the Avata up, it was perfectly fine, though it was windy and you could tell, but it was great. But yeah, the Mini 3 Pro just did not like that heavy wind at the top of a mountain. So I really wanted something that could capture some great footage, and I like that type of stuff. I like going up mountains, I like getting in nature, and the Mini 3 just really wasn't cutting it. And then knowing the Mini 4, it's the same weight. So the same issue is going to be there. The motors aren't probably any bigger or stronger because it's all trying to keep under the 250 gram weight. So there was that. Second thing is the camera. Now I do have a ND filter on here. How about we just go, there we go. So 2 cameras on here. I kind of, when I have this on here, this ND filter, it's an adjustable ND filter by Newer. When I have it on here, it just looks like you've got one. Can you see I'm struggling with this? It's hard to do one-handed, okay? So when I got the ND filter on, I'm like, okay, it looks like there's just one lens on there because the filter covers both lenses, of course. I'd prefer to be able to see the 2 lenses because I just think it looks cool to have the 2 or the 3 like on the Pro 3. So the DJI Mavic 3 Pro, that specific drone with the 3 lenses obviously is the cream of the crop for this type of drone, the foldable drones or whatever. And I would have loved to have gotten that one. Obviously, it's just a higher price range at that point. And then really it was for the bigger size, the bigger motors, and all the reasons why I wanted this one, but a bigger price tag, but the 3 sensors on there, the 3 cameras. What I kind of found is a lot of people, when they're reviewing the Mavic 3 Pro, they were saying that the highest zoom, so I think it's 7 times zoom lens, was very rarely used. It was cool, it was good to have, but it was very rarely used, and the 3 was kind of the cool one to get. And of course, when you're using either the 7 times zoom or the 3 times zoom, you're getting a lot of compression in your shot, you get a lot of movement in the background, a lot of cool bokeh effects and whatnot. So that's what I wanted to get. That's what I really wanted to capture with my drone and get that type of footage. Pay an extra, or is it grand more, or whatever it may be, the price difference between the Air 3 and the Mavic 3 Pro, just to get that extra camera and the bigger body and whatnot. I just think this really split the difference between the Mini and the Mavic 3, that it actually just does everything I really wanted, with no exceptions, and the obstacle avoidance, which obviously I had an issue with that and it didn't quite help me in that scenario, but it was low light, it was my fault, and I should have been more conscious of the tree being right behind this thing. But yeah, the wind resistance, the camera, it's strong, it's fast, it handles everything I threw at it. When you put it in sport mode, it just rips, and I think top speed between 40 and 50 mile an hour, which just, it flies, very maneuverable. Had my brother-in-laws fly this the other day. They just love flying around. Hey, can I have another go? Can I have another go? Because it was cool. It was just cool to fly around. So this guy, the new transmission system is fantastic. I can basically, from my backyard, see a mountain. I can fly to that top of the mountain. I applied to DJI to restrict the height limits so that I could actually fly to the top of it, still staying with under 400 feet from ground level, but being able to get to the top of the mountain, and I can actually see it from my backyard, so I'm keeping visual line of sight. And this thing just doesn't cut out on the signal. Here's my caveat: I haven't been able to fly it around as much as I want. Now I'm filming this in before December, so November 2023, and we're going to Florida in December. So this thing is going with me, along with a lot of other camera stuff, and we're going to get some cool stuff in Florida. I just haven't had the ability to get it out currently. There's been, it getting replaced and being broken and all that stuff. But I haven't been able to do a bunch of things I really want. So there's a few hikes I want to do. There's a few places I want to take it. We've got 2 kids now, so it's not as simple as just packing your stuff up and going. We got to get babysitters and all this stuff. So we are taking it to Florida. So if you're watching this before December 2023, some stuff is coming. If you're watching it after, then at that point we should have some Florida footage and the Florida Keys, which, paradise. It's basically the Caribbean at that point, and tropical in December. So I'm not sure how the weather's going to be, but I'm super excited to get this drone out there. The batteries, they last a long time. Of all the drones, I think it's close to being the top, or it is the top of the battery length. Of course, I got the Fly More combo, so you get the 3 batteries, and I haven't really used, there's not been an opportunity at this point in time where I've had to use all 3 batteries. They last a long time. Basically, it's the equivalent of the bigger battery for the Mini 3 Pro, the Mini 4 Pro, between 30-40 minutes, roughly, depending on how you're flying and what you're doing. It lasts a long time. When you got 3 of them, great. I don't think I'll ever need more than 3 batteries in total. You never know. For me, I really like the bag that this comes in, and my drone lives in here most of the time. There's a little foam cut out for, say, like basically the exact same shape of the front of this gimbal guard, and it just sits nice and neat inside of there. The controller, the battery pack, and then a little bit of extra space for like ND filters. I've got a little strap right here. My ND filter case that I got from Newer. Yeah, this is very high quality bag. It actually does everything that I need it to. I know a lot of people don't essentially use these. They'll put it in the photography bag, but if like a couple of times I've just gone to a little walk with me and my wife and the kids, and I'll just put this underneath the stroller and everything's in there, and when we get to where we're going, I get it all out and it's, in one spot. A couple of other things I bought for it: some extra propellers, a prop guard holder, and the ND filters. So I really didn't need much, and I did get the RC with the screen, and basically it's identical to the one I had for the Mini 3 Pro, other than it has the antennas. I know this drone does a lot. There's some things that I'm just dying to do. I basically want to climb to the mountain right next to us and have the drone be at the very bottom and come all the way to the top, as we're getting to the top of the mountain as well. Just some cool ideas like that. So hang around, we will get some stuff out there. I don't have much footage really to show, much like really nice and interesting footage and different footage from what I've really shot before. It's all been basically in and around where we live and the park that we live near. So I will put some footage up throughout this just to illustrate what I have gotten, but there's so much more that I want. Florida is going to be a cool trip because, you know, basically tropical paradise, taking the drone over the water and getting some cool shots and different adventures that we're going to get on for our Florida trip. That was basically the reason why I picked the Air 3 over the Mavic 3 Pro, the Mini 3 Pro, or the Mini 4 Pro. I think they're all great drones, of course. It's whatever's in your budget, whatever you need. And there's some cool features on the Mini 4 Pro, the little, you know, circle thing that you have with the tracking that I really want to come to this drone, and hopefully I'm saying this and it's already been updated and you already have that feature on this drone. That would be awesome. Also, the Mavic 3 Pro has the ability to access the 360 cameras, you know, in a very low quality black and white image. But if you're pointing at something and you're going sideways, you can access that image. So you basically make sure you're not going to hit something. That is another feature I want in this drone. So that's like two things that I'm just would love DJI just to, you know, look at my phone one day and I see there's an update and these are the features, or some videos. I get a notification about some videos of some updates on the drone, and all of a sudden it's just there and these cool features are there. This thing does a lot, but just these little things that DJI can update would be fantastic, and I would be beyond happy. If they don't, fine. I don't see why they won't, other than it's just a new feature for a new drone and they've got to let it be new for a time. But once that's over, I just want them to add these things. I'm so happy that I sold my Mini 3 Pro and got this one. This one is definitely checking all the boxes for my need. I know the Mini 4 Pro, the Mini 3 Pro are fantastic drones. If they check the boxes for you, then get them, because you're not going to regret it, and the price point on them, of course, is a lot better. So, and if you can get the Mavic 3 Pro, because that's within your price range and it checks all the boxes, go for it. And there you go. That's my thoughts, but I hope that helped, and have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.